41 game that those two played earlier this season in an absolute shootout. Don't sleep on Clairton, though. Clairton is playing very well right now. They've got a bunch of young, dynamic skill players. I think they could potentially have the championship game, although that's if they can get past defending WPIAL champions Union in the second round, because the WPIAL did not do Clairton any favors, putting them underneath number one seeded Southside Beaver and then a potential second round matchup with the defending champs Union. So tough road to hoe for the Bears if they're going to get back to Acrisure Stadium, where they've seemed to have been a stalwart over the last decade plus. The other team to watch out for in 1A is Cornell at the 7th seed. Cornell actually beat Union earlier this season, played a pretty close game against Bishop Canevin. Their only big loss this year was against Fort Cherry, so they're another team that I've got my eye on as potentially being able to make a bit of a run. And California, as the Tri-County South champions, didn't play a lot of other 1A opponents in non-conference play, so kind of hard to see how they're going to match up, but I think they'll be able to have a really good first-round game against Jeannette. The second-round game against Bishop Canevin is going to be a real tough one, though, because Canevin, obviously having made the last two WPIAL championship games, is absolutely loaded. So should be a good 1A bracket, but honestly, I think any of the top 7 or 8 seeds are capable of making a run. And heck, last year Union was, I think, the number 10 seed and won the championship. So this one's wide open. Anyone could potentially capture that playoff magic and make a run, and it's going to be probably one of the most exciting brackets to follow, just because we're going to get teams knocked out in the quarterfinals that are capable of going all the way to the championship game, and it's all going to come down to matchups.
Dean, hopefully we have a game on WNBS next week. If we do, we'll talk with you then. If not, have a great off-season, and if anything big transpires, we'll still try to chat with you from time to time and pass along any relevant information.
Hey, I appreciate it.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening kickoff on the way next. WPIAL first-round playoff coverage. California hosting Jeannette here on WNBS.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency in California and surrounding areas. Mariscotti Insurance offers auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage. Stop by their office at 324 3rd Street, California, PA, or give them a call at 724-938-9302 for your quote. Mariscotti Insurance would like to congratulate the California Trojan football team on a great season and wish them lots of luck in the playoffs. Go Trojans!
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with to exceed expectations. With office in Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-6882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Quality parts, accessories, paints, tools, and supplies. NAPA Auto Parts complete line for cars, trucks, imports, and farm equipment. NAPA Auto Parts keeps America running. Fayette Auto in Uniontown, Standard Auto in Brownsville, and NAPA Auto in Bell Vernon and Monongahela carry premium quality auto parts at discount prices. They always have a huge inventory of parts in stock when you visit a NAPA Auto Part location. Over 200,000 parts in stock. Ask about their NAPA lifetime warranty on most items with a no-hassle return policy. Open weekends and evenings. In Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for NAPA Auto Parts.
You remember O'Gilly's Pub? Hi, I'm Bo Gillis, the founder of O'Gilly's Pub in Uniontown. The new owners have created the atmosphere that O'Gilly's was famous for. But you have a few memories of O'Gilly's yourself. Stop in and see what's happened. It'll be fun, just like the old pub. Folks, the same great atmosphere and menu you will remember. So stop in and see us. You never know who you'll see. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli.
Back here at California High School, Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola. About 4 minutes away from kicking it off tonight, the California Trojans taking on the Jeannette Jayhawks. Single A first round action. California seeded 6, Jeannette seeded 11th. And Tony mentioned during the first segment of our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, we didn't think Peyton Moulter would play tonight, but he did take some warm-ups, and who knows, he might pull a Willis Reed tonight.
He might pull a Willis Reed, might be ready to go, and something would be special if that did happen, because as you mentioned, his throwing arm was what was giving him trouble. So you got to hope that he can go, because like I said, it would actually give Jeannette a little bit of an advantage, especially instead of starting a freshman quarterback who only threw 2 passes all year.
Let's take a quick look at our starting lineups being brought to you by SWGI, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, Tony.
All right, for the California Trojans, let's go offensively first. The left tackle will be Noah Lehue. The left guard will be Darius Johnson. Center tonight will be Dylan Henry. The right guard will be Nico Georgius. The right tackle will be Aiden Jobes. The tight end, Caden Monticello. Wide receivers tonight for the Trojans will be Vanny Manzella and Zach Galletti. The tailback tonight, Spencer Petrucci. The fullback will be Fred Sherman. And tonight's starting quarterback for the Cal Trojans will be Jake Lehue. On the defensive side of the ball for California, at the left defensive end will be Malachi Peak. The nose guard will be Christian Ross. And the right defensive end will be Fred Sherman. Linebackers, 5 across. Spencer Petrucci will be one of the outside linebackers. The other outside linebacker, Zach Galletti. 3 inside linebackers, Caden Monticello, Landon Abercrombie, and Lee Kwalk. And the defensive backfield will be cornerback Daquan Davis. The other cornerback will be Vinny Manzella, and the safety will be Jake Lehue. For the Jeannette Jayhawks offensively, left tackle will be Nick Stuchel. The left guard will be Wyatt Schaefer. The center will be Gavin Holmeyer. The right guard, Jesse McCurdy. The right tackle will be Carmen Deanitis. Tight end will be Jeremiah Williamson. The wide receivers tonight will be Kamani Brown and Jace Powell. Getting the start at fullback will be Michael Mason. The tailback, 1,000-yard rusher Noah Sanders. And the quarterback, as we said, is scheduled to be Marcus McGowan, but we don't know yet. It could be Peyton Moulter.
And Moulter is actually one of the captains making his way out to the 50-yard line on the Jeannette side. The Jayhawks and the away whites with blue numbers, a little bit of red trim. Their bench off on the far side. California and the home maroons, white numbers and gold trim. Their bench here on the near side. Your head referee tonight, Tony, familiar name, Mike Gaffney.
Mike does a lot of games, that's for sure. We've seen him both on the football field and the basketball court.
Jeannette won the toss, and they have deferred, so California will get the football here to start the game, and they'll work left to right as we describe it. And again, California's game has been dominated on the ground, Tony, especially from Spencer Petrucci, who has 1,340 rushing yards coming into this game and 22 rushing touchdowns.
22 touchdowns is amazing for one person, but they have 2 people who has 22, and that's Lehue as well. So what a running attack here for the California Trojans, and something that Jeanette's going to have to be mindful for, and I'm sure they plan for it.
Get our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration. They'd like to wish the California Trojans and their nephew Spencer Petrucci the best of luck tonight. Also, NAPA Auto Parts, attorney Lisa J. Buday, and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. So California, with their trio back deep to receive, including Lee Kwalk, Zach Galletti, and Spencer Petrucci. You mentioned Tony Jeannette. They actually had to change kickers during the year. Austin Emery did a lot of kicking for them so far this season, but he got injured.
Yeah, it actually got injured during soccer season, and he's going to miss the rest of the year.
McAllister Steele will send it away here for Jeannette Nalango. They kick off on the far side. We'll go back to the 31-yard line where it's scooped up by California's Vinny Manzella. And Manzella taking it back here to the 36. And that's where California will start 1st and 10 on this opening drive of the game. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera in our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. First round WPIAL playoff action tonight from California High School. Game time temperature around 55 degrees. No precipitation, though, expected tonight, Tony. Should be a good early November night for high school football.
And a great crowd here tonight for this game. Got a lot of supporters for both teams. And I hope they see a good one.
Lehue out of the shotgun, a protector back to each side, twin receivers to the near side as he takes the snap. Run the whole way with a blocker out in front, and Lehue taking it across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. 5-yard run for Jake Lehue. Came into the game with 93 carries for 744 yards and 18 rushing touchdowns. Only thrown for 337 yards so far this season. They really haven't had to have him put the football up, enter the game with a 9-1 record, just one loss against the AA team in Waynesburg.
Well, interestingly enough, Brian, this team, California as a whole, averages 8.7 yards per carry on every carry, and there's our first flag of the night.
Flags come in here on the 2nd and 5. Might be an offsides penalty here against Jeannette.
Yeah, somebody must have been lined up offside.
California clapping. And Mike Gaffney does say offsides there against Jeannette. So that'll be a first down off the 5-yard penalty for the Jayhawks to take the football to the Jeannette 40, or check that, to the California 46. They got brand new turf here at California High School in the offseason, Tony. It looks sharp.
It's a nice looking field, is right, Brian. Off color every other way. It's beautiful.
Lehue now out of a pistol with Petrucci behind him. They'll stack receivers on each side as Petrucci gets the football here with a huge hole. Look out, Spencer Petrucci into the secondary all the way down to the Jeannette 34-yard line. So a 20-yard run there for Spencer Petrucci.
And another first down. And really a huge hole. Spencer Petrucci off the left side there. Great blocking.
Actually got good forward progress there as well. They put the football down at the Jeannette 32. So California setting themselves up well here on this opening drive. 10:41 left here in the opening quarter as Lehue now goes under center from the Jeannette 32. Looks like the Jayhawks jumped across again as number 4 came across the line that time. That was Magai Sanders, the 5'10", 205 freshman.
And you can't make these mistakes. As we said, an extremely powerful offense by California, averaging almost 47 points a game. And right now, Jeannette trying to make it a little bit easier for him, giving him 10 yards in penalties so far on this drive.
Spot it now at the Jayhawks 27. And Lehue back out of a shotgun with a protector back in Petrucci to his left. Again, they stack the receivers. Lehue run the whole way. Another big hole. Take it down to the Jayhawks 20. Another California first down. Give Lehue 6, maybe 7 there on the run. A lot of senior experience on this California team. Lehue, a 6'4", 205 senior. Zach Galetti, one of their top wideouts, 5'8", 168. And of course, Spencer Petrucci, the 6'1", 215 senior. They also have Lee Kwalk, who's done a nice job on the ground this season as well with 516 yards on the ground. So this California offense, plenty of options. This time it's Petrucci again. Looking for room there on the right side. Well defended that time by Jeannette. Just give Petrucci 2 down to the 19 to bring up 2nd down and 8.
And a nice stop there. Petrucci trying to run off the right side of the tackles. No place to go. Jeannette with a big stop.
And California almost double the numbers of available players here today than Jeannette. California addressing 39, Jeannette just 22.
And you said kind of a rebuilding year for Jeannette.
Lehue back out of the gun. Another handoff here on the right side. Petrucci again takes it down inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. So give Petrucci 6 there for California. Bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd and 2 from the Jeannette 13. They'll need to get down to the 11 for a first down.
Yeah, and as you said, everything on the ground right now for California. Do you think they're going to put one up in the air here?
Why put it up, though, right now, Tony? It's working on the ground so far. Lehue back in that pistol set. Petrucci behind him. They like those stacked receivers. They stay to each side. Inside run. Petrucci again has a California first down inside the 10, down close to the 8-yard line. So Petrucci, give him 5 there to move the sticks, setting up a 1st and goal now for California.
That's the 4th first down on this drive for California. We said also aided by 2 offside penalties by Jeannette.
Down to 8:34 left here in the opening quarter.
Petrucci already 4 carries for 35 yards in this game.
Might get it here again. He's positioned on the left hip of Jake Lehue. Twin receivers to the near side. Single coverage to the far side. It's Lehue on a run himself right up the middle. Takes it down to the 5. Just a minimal gain of 2 there from Lehue. Bring up 2nd down and goal. Well defended there from the Jayhawks. California going a little heavy here as they bring in Nicholas Rollins, number 12, and number 36, Fred Sherman, the fullback. 2nd and goal now from just outside the 5-yard line. Leyhew back out of the shotgun set, takes the snap. Run on the left side. Leyhew inside the 5, and Leyhew diving into the end zone for a California touchdown. So Jake Leyhew will call it a 6-yard run for California, scoring here at the 7:48 mark of the opening quarter to give the Trojans an early 6-0 lead.
And a nice drive right there by California. Pretty much everything we expected there, Brian.
And they don't kick too many extra points, Tony. They have 23 two-point conversions successful so far this season. We might see a lot of that tonight.
Oh, yeah. And we saw that. I think, Leyhew has 10 conversions himself.
And we'll see if they go for 2 here. Looks like they will. And you'll have Leyhew by himself going empty here. Trips to the near side. Twins to the far side, and Leyhew's going to try to run it in himself with a flag on the play. They're going to mark him short. He might have an illegal motion penalty here against California. No, a holding penalty nonetheless. Jeannette will decline it. So the try no good. So with 7:48 left here in the opening quarter, California 6-0 lead. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Winters can be brutal. You can trust Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration to look after all your heating system needs. During this time of year, they'll make sure your home remains cozy and warm. Just call Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration at 724-632-2496 for excellent heating services today, with same-day services and 24/7 emergency services also offered. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration congratulates the California Trojans on their outstanding season, with a special shout-out to their nephew, Spencer Petrucci.
Back here at California High School, an 8-play, 64-yard drive capped off by a 6-yard TD run from Jake Leyhew as California on top of Jeannette by a score of 6-0. And now California will send it away, and that kickoff, a little one-hopper, picked up here by Noah Sanders, and Sanders on the run back gets across the 25 before he runs into a wall of Trojans right around the 26-yard line, and that's where Jeannette will start. 1st and 10. Jayhawks working right to left as we describe it. Now, Tony, will we see Marcus McGowan, the freshman, or Peyton Moulter, the senior, who was injured last week? And it is going to be Moulter.
It is Moulter is right. Wow.
So Moulter, we were given the starting lineup this morning by Jeannette head coach Thomas Pallone. Moulter was not on it. Did take some warm-ups. And the senior's going to give it a go. Again, Moulter, 1,420 passing yards on the season, 15 touchdowns. Will keep it on the ground here to Noah Sanders. Sanders trying to turn the corner on the far side with a flag on the play. Steps out of bounds right around the 30-yard line for a 3-yard gain, but we'll check the flag.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a hold on that side. Sanders tried to get to the outside, and that's what you're going to have.
Holding penalty called on the big tight end, Jeremiah Williamson, the 6'2", 200-pound senior.
3rd penalty for Jeannette tonight, totaling 20 yards.
We've only played just over 4 minutes of football, 7:36 left here in the opening quarter. California 6-0 lead over Jeannette.
Moulter, he must be a good negotiator to let his coach start here tonight. Must have done a nice job.
It's a senior year, though, Tony. I mean,
I agree.
If the kid thinks he can go, let him go.
Oh, you have to.
Certainly, he's been through it all here with this Jeannette program. He was a freshman when they won a WPIAL championship, played in the state championship game in 2020, and then saw a lot of this team leave the program and now trying to fight back into the playoffs as Noah Sanders, just a minimal gain here on the near side, back up to the 17-yard line. And not much going on there, Tony. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Yeah, not at all, actually. Great pursuit there by the California defense. Sanders trying to run to the left, but nowhere to go. And we said this California defense only allowing 10 points a game.
They've been dominant. You look at all their results so far this season, of all their wins. Of course, they had that AA loss against Waynesburg, but they've pretty much blown out everybody they've played so far this season. So they really haven't been involved in a tight game other than the loss against Waynesburg, and that was very early on in the season.
Well, they're an extremely talented team, no doubt.
Moulter out of the shotgun, handoff here to Brown, and Brown, again, not much running room there on the far side. Good run defense from California as Brown just maybe gets a yard there close to the 19. So it'll be 3rd down and long, and you wonder how much can Moulter throw the football down the field with any effectiveness down there, Tony?
Well, we're going to find out this play right here, Brian, if he's going to put it up at all. And if he doesn't, then it kind of is going to give you a little sign here, and California will be able to pin back their ears, because if they're not going to put the ball in the air and going to run every time, it's going to be a different story for California. You won't even have to prep for the pass.
They have twin receivers to each side. Brown on the right hip of Moulter as Moulter works here out of the shotgun, looking to test the arm. He's not going to get an opportunity to release the football as he's sacked back at the 16-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. Spencer Petrucci the first to get to him.
And a great job there. Cal was ready for the pass, and Moulter really had nobody to throw to, and a nice job by the defensive line to just collapse that pocket and have Moulter lose 4 yards on the play.
Now they'll have to bring out the punting unit, but we'll see, Tony. Moulter usually does the punting. Line of scrimmage, the Jeannette 16-yard line. It's 4th and 21. And they're lining up like they might go for it here.
It's going to be a quick kick.
Now Moulter's going to drop back now. And he will send it away here on the far side. And California fielding the football at the 46-yard line. Just getting lit up on the play there was Daquan Davis. So California will start good field position of the Jeannette 46. When we come back, California a 6-0 lead, 5:06 left here in the first. We're back at 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by the Friends of Jack W. Conner.
Jake Lehue calling his own number again and rumbles down to the Jeannette 26-yard line. Gain of 21 there from Lehue before Noah Sanders finally brought him down. So if you're California, Tony, you really can't ask for much of a better start than you've had so far in the game, maybe than other than converting on the 2. Got an opening drive touchdown, got an early stop, sent Jeannette 3 and out. Now you're driving here again already with a touchdown lead.
Yeah, and another nice run there by Lehue, picking up a quick 21 yards.
1st and 10 now, just shy of the Jeannette 26. Lehue bringing a man in motion, play fake. Lehue calling his own number again, cuts up the field, flag on the play. Lehue gets inside the 15, Lehue inside the 10.
They're going to bring it back.
He's going to get inside the end zone for a touchdown, but I think it's coming back.
Not sure if they're going to, I'm going to say they're going to call a hold, but
flag thrown back at the Jeannette 28 here on the near side.
It's interesting because it looked like Mike Gaffney was actually talking to the California side, but everybody's coming back, so maybe they're just looking for an explanation as to what was happening.
Holding penalties you expected. It'll still be 1st down. It takes the 6 off the board there for the Trojans.
First penalty of the night for the Trojans. It's going to move them back 10, so now it's going to bring up 1st and 20.
From the Jayhawks 37. Ball here on the near hash mark. Again, Lehue scoring the opening touchdown of the game for California on a 6-yard touchdown run. Now lines up here out of the shotgun. A protector back to each side. Stacked receivers here on the near boundary. 1st and 20 for the Trojans. Lehue inside run. That's Petrucci. Lowers the helmet. Gets down to the 31. 6-yard run there from Spencer Petrucci. And Tony, we have seen the Tri-County South have more success in the playoffs over the last couple of years than maybe had in the past. Mapletown had a win last year over Leechburg. They lost to Southside Beaver in the quarters. Get back to 2019. West Green beat Greensburg Central Catholic in the first round, then lost to Stowe Rocks. And, of course, California's run to the WPIAL semis back in 2017. There was a time, I think, over about an 11-year period where the Tri-County South didn't even have a single playoff win.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a better division, and like I said, a great season for California to win that conference.
2nd and 14. A little reverse action here. Going back to the far side. That's Galletti, and Galletti spinning inside the 15, getting down to the 14-yard line for a California first down. So they needed 14. Galletti got 17. That'll move the sticks. Galletti, just another weapon out there for California. Came into the game 16 carries, 216 yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. Also 9 receptions for 94 yards.
He had a nice little play there, a little trickery, I guess. It had Petrucci going to the right and Galletti coming the other way and wide open on the other side, on the left side of the field.
Yeah, Petrucci actually got the football first, and he handed it off to Galletti, who went off on the far side. Now 1st and 10 for California, driving again here at the Jeannette 14-yard line. Lehue again under center, Petrucci behind him. Petrucci gets the football, got hit in the backfield, and dropped for a 2-yard loss on the play back to the 16-yard line.
Great play there. I'm trying to get a number. Looked like number 2.
That's Eli Jones first to the football.
Eli Jones with a great play right there. A loss of a yard.
Jones, a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore for the Jeannette Jayhawks. Came into the game with 23 tackles on the season. Now they're going to have a T formation with Lehue under center and double tights on the line. Lehue with a handoff here going to Petrucci, and Petrucci just a little plunge here down to the 12. So give him 4 there. Now you're set up with 3rd down and 8 from the Jeannette 12-yard line. Nick Stuchel had the last tackle there for the Jayhawks. We're down at 2:12 left here in the opening quarter. I think certainly 4-down territory for a California team that really doesn't like to kick much. Inside the 15. You're going to do what you can here to utilize the 2 remaining downs you have.
Right, and you're right, Brian. I mean, they're going to go for it on 4th down no matter what, but this could be a huge stop for Jeannette.
High snap coming back. Lehue going empty. Looking for a run here on the right side, and nothing there. Hit of the line and dropped for no gain. Now you're looking at a 4th and 8 from the Jeannette's 13-yard line. Going to mix up the personnel here a little bit. Ball's on the near hash mark. They need to get down to the Jayhawks 5 for a first down. This would be huge for the Jeannette defense if you can get a stop here down 6-0 with 1:23 left in the opening quarter.
Oh, yeah, huge momentum builder for them. I mean, that first drive, that 8 plays, really, California had their way with it. Oh, we're going to see a field goal.
They're going to line up for a field goal attempt here as they have Scott McLay out, it looks like. Is that 14? No, check that, Tony. 44. That's Christian Ross, the kicker.
Right.
This will be a 29-yard attempt, and Ross a line drive, and he missed it wide right. So the field goal from Ross, no good. Jeannette will get it back. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Cal, a 6-0 lead. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
So after the missed field goal, Jeannette will start the drive from their own 20-yard line. And once again, it'll be the senior quarterback, Peyton Moulter, coming out. And Moulter, a little play fake, called his own number, and California reading it well, and Moulter stopped back at the 17-yard line. He faked the little handoff going there on the far side, Tony, but California wasn't biting defensively.
No, not at all. Moulter. Really no place to go. This California defense is impressive right now, Brian.
An opening touchdown from Lehue looking awfully big. California leading 6-0. Down to 26 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Could be the final play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, Moulter. And Moulter now scrambling from the far side. A little pump fake. The pass falls incomplete. A little too much juice on it there for his intended wide receiver on the far side, Kamani Brown. And Brown, certainly the top target out there for Jeannette as far as receiving concerned. 26 receptions, 464 yards, and 10 receiving touchdowns on the year. And 12 seconds left in this opening quarter.
Brown actually was able to get behind his man there, but the ball just thrown a little too far out of bounds there for him to make a chance to even have a catch.
Winner of this game will take on either Bishop Canevin or Leechburg at a neutral site next week. Those two teams playing at North Allegheny High School tonight. Third and long here for Jeannette. Rolling on the near side. Moulter on the pass in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, Jace Powell. And Powell would have had a first down right around the Jayhawks 30-yard line if he was able to hang on.
And that was a great throw there by Moulter, actually going to his left, throwing back across his body, put that ball right on target. And Powell just kind of took his eye off of it and dropped it. So now that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Likely have to bring out Moulter to punt here again. Lined up in a short punt situation last time. A little quick kick. Didn't drop the full 15 yards back, and he's going to do the same here again, Tony, it looks like.
Yeah, and he's not going to drop too far back. I mean, obviously, nice snap, though.
Moulter able to send it away on the far side. We'll go to California's Zach Galletti, and here's Galletti on the run back with a little running room here on the near side. Back into Jeannette territory, inside the 40, inside the 35, and up Bennett at the 34-yard line. So once again, California will have great field position. That's the end of the opening quarter with California on top of Jeannette 6-0. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
People of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life. Paid for by the candidate.
Back here at California High School, switching sides, Trojans up 6-0 over Jeannette. And a pretty good run back there, Tony, from Zach Galletti.
Galletti, a 18-yard return on that punt. Puts the California Trojans at the Jeannette 35-yard line to start this drive.
Working right to left now as we describe it. Ball on the far hash mark. And California has been exclusively on the ground so far in this game. Trojans scored on their opening drive on a 6-yard touchdown run from Mayhew. Missed a field goal attempt from Christian Ross on the last drive. And Spencer Petrucci with a huge hole inside the 20. Petrucci down the far boundary, cut back at the 10, and trying to tiptoe inside the 5. They're going to rule him out of bounds here inside the 5, actually right around the 4-yard line, it looks like.
Nice run there. Good blocking on the outside, too. Looked like Galletti on the right side throwing a nice block.
Going to spot it there at the 3-yard line on the far hash mark.
So a 32-yard run there by Petrucci.
In California, with the way their defense is playing, Tony, you'd feel pretty comfortable early on going up 2 scores.
And they've got 7 first downs so far here tonight, Brian. And as you mentioned, Jeannette 3 and out on 2 trips.
Just 9 seconds into the second quarter. Mayhew out of the shotgun, a protector back to each side. Mayhew takes the snap, hand off to Petrucci, and he'll spin his way into the end zone for a California touchdown. So for Spencer Petrucci, that's his 23rd rushing touchdown of the season, and California extends their lead to 12-0.
Petrucci now 80 yards on the ground on only 9 carries. And just a 2-play drive there for California, covering 35 yards.
And California so far, Tony, has made things look rather easy in this first-round playoff game against Jeannette.
Only took 13 seconds off the clock there, Brian, on that drive.
And a lot of folks around picking upsets here today. One of the popular ones was Jeannette over California. And, you know, you and I doing a lot of research on the game this week. We knew it would not be easy for Jeannette to pull that off. And now California's going to take a timeout here before the 2-point conversion try. So we'll step aside for a quick 30. California up 12-0. Conversion try upcoming here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
So Spencer Petrucci, a 4-yard touchdown run for California and increased the Trojans' lead to 12-0 over the Jeannette Jayhawks. That was just a 2-play, 35-yard drive, Tony. It took just 13 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, Petrucci with that big run, the 32-yard scamper prior to taking it in the end zone by himself.
Now California trying to punch in the 2-point conversion to go up 14. They have a power eye set now with Leyhew under center. Back to no, it's going to be a play fake. Leyhew still has it. Leyhew looking into the back corner of the end zone, and the pass falls incomplete. Good fake there. Most of the Jeannette defense was going on the run, but the pass falls incomplete, so the California lead remains at 12-0 over Jeannette. 11:47 left before halftime. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes from U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. On behalf of my partners, Dr. Fred Ruthart, Chuck Calabrese, Mark Hoppy, and our entire USDH team, we want to wish all our local high school athletes an outstanding season on the fields, courses, and courts. For any digestive problems or just to schedule a preventive screening colonoscopy, call us at 724-437-7677.
Back here at California High School, touchdown runs from Jake Leyhew and Spencer Petrucci for California have the Trojans on top of Jeannette by a score of 12-0. A lot of old school football here tonight, Tony.
A lot of old school. We even saw a T formation. not a whole lot of passing going on by either team. But right now, California just looking extremely strong here tonight.
Now Christian Ross to send it away here for the Trojans. And Jeannette without a first down so far in this game. We'll try to get their offense going. A little squib kick down the field. He's scooped up here by Brown at the 15-yard line. No, check that. That's Jace Powell, and Powell on the run back. Takes it back to the 26, and that's where Jeannette will start. 1st and 10. You're going to have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, wishing their nephew Spencer and the rest of the California Trojans the best of luck tonight, along with NAPA Auto Parts, attorney Lisa J. Buday, and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. I have to thank all of our sponsors, including all the folks up here in the California region for stepping up, allowing us to bring you this game here tonight, not only on the radio, but on our WMBS Facebook page as well.
Always fun to come down here and do the game, Brian.
Had an opportunity to come down here a lot in past seasons and cover the California Trojans in the WPIAL playoffs. And Jeannette to put it up, a little screen pass complete, but going nowhere there to Noah Sanders. Well read defensively by California's Daquan Davis, who was there on the tackle. And you actually had Sanders stop for a loss on the play, 1-yard loss back to the 26. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Tell you what, on that play, Moulter's arm did not look like it was bothering him. He had a long way to throw that ball across the field. And a nice play there by Davis, just anticipated it and came up and made a great open field tackle to stop Sanders.
Let's see if we see Moulter attempt a couple here down the field. Took one shot in the direction of Brown earlier and also hit Powell on a little quick out that Powell was unable to hang on to. And now Moulter scrambling for his life here on the far side, in trouble, able to get out of it. Took a big shot down the far sideline. Might have lost the football. Able to pick up 6, maybe 7 there, up to the 32. And Moulter able to hang on there. That couldn't have felt too good, especially with his throwing shoulder not 100%. So.
Well, and he dropped that shoulder to try to pick up a couple extra yards, but not showing any ill effects from it.
Now Mark Moulter down there at the Jeannette 33. So it'll be third down, and we'll call it 4. So manageable situation here for the Jayhawks. Moulter now back out of the shotgun with Noah Sanders off to his right. Triple right formation here for the Jayhawks. As Moulter takes the snap, throws near side, has a man, pass complete, going there to Sanders, and Sanders has a Jeannette first down up to the 39-yard line.
A nice little throw and catch there. Sanders drifting out. Drifting out of the backfield. That's going to be the first down for Jeannette here in this game.
Comes to the 9:53 mark of the second quarter. For the Jayhawks down 12-0 to California. Line of scrimmage, the Jeannette 39. Here on the near hash mark. Reminder to stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. We'll have our first half stats courtesy of Peachin Pharmacy. Take a look at the WPIAL scoreboard and also have a local news update with Nick Barczyk. So 1st and 10 here for the Jayhawks. Moulter back out of the shotgun. Sanders off to his right, takes the snap, run the whole way here from Moulter, and Moulter across the 45 up to the 46-yard line with a flag on the play. If it stands, it's a 7-yard gain. We'll check the flag that was thrown back at the Jeannette 36.
Fred Sherman came out of the pile with the ball, but Moulter was marked down before that happened. Let's see what this penalty is going to be.
And Mike Gaffney, your head referee tonight. And a holding penalty here against Jeannette. And those penalties, Tony, have been a bugaboo of the Jayhawks here in the first half.
So far, 4 penalties for 30 yards against Jeannette, but right there took away about a 6-yard gain by Moulter. So now it's going to make it 1st and 20 for the Jayhawks.
Line of scrimmage back to the Jeannette 29. And this is a Jeannette program that won a WPIAL championship back in 2020, defeating Clairton in the title game. Made all the way to the state finals where they lost to Steeltown High Spire, went 1-9 back in 2021, had a mass exodus from their program under Roy Hall during his final year. Lost to Bishop Canavan last year, looking for a run here in 2023 and a big time run here from Peyton Moulter, but he lost the football going down. Let's see how the referees rule it here. And it's going to be California football. It was scooped up by the Trojans' Jake Lehue. Jeannette was adamant that Moulter was down on the play, just shy of midfield, but Lehue came out of the pack with a football there for California.
Yeah, and Moulter had picked up 18 yards on that run, and it looked like the ball, I don't know if it just slipped out of his hand or was knocked out, but California now with another possession.
And you finally had Jeannette gaining a little momentum, Tony. Picked up a first down. Would have had a nice run there for Moulter to take it down to midfield. You're down 12 in the game midway through the second quarter. And you kind of felt like they had a shot to get back into it. But now California up 2 scores with the football back as a flag comes in here right at the snap.
I think you're going to have a false start. Yeah, false start by California. It's only their second penalty for 15 yards. Got called for a hold earlier on.
Push the Trojans back to their own 47-yard line. And Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Again, the storyline coming in for Jeannette. Would we see Peyton Moulter? We were told this morning that he would not start the game. There would be Marcus McGowan getting the start, but Lehue, or check that, Moulter got the start, but Jeannette has not been that effective on the offensive side as you had a quarterback keeper there from Lehue, and Lehue getting 4 to bring up 2nd down and 11, back down to the Jeannette 49-yard line.
Yeah, a little fake inside handoff there to a cutting Lee Kwalk. Lehue calling his own number.
Expect to see more of Kwalk as this game moves along as well, Tony. Came into the game over 500 yards rushing on the season. Nice change of pace there with Petrucci. A little bit of a smaller scat back compared to Petrucci, who sits at 6'1", 215. Here a run from the quarterback Lehue again inside the 45 down to the Jeannette 44-yard line. Another 5-yard gain there from Lehue. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And Moulter not only playing offense, Tony, he's playing defense as well, and had that last tackle there on Lehue.
Lehue a little slow getting back to the huddle, Brian. Not limping or anything. Yeah, he's probably just tired.
He's done a lot of running here in the first half.
Coach Dice, he can tell.
Billy Dice behind the camera. He's doing a great job for us here on our Facebook Live video stream. Leyhew now out of the shotgun. Petrucci off to his left. Bring a man in motion, but it'll be Petrucci getting the football with another huge hole. Look out here. Spencer Petrucci breaking loose inside the 10, and Petrucci will take it in for a second rushing touchdown of the night, this time from 44 yards out.
And a great hole, and really, Petrucci showing a ton of speed right there. And a great run, a 44-yard scamper for the touchdown.
That puts him over 100 already for the game, Tony.
124 on 10 carries.
So Petrucci, a 44-yard touchdown run. Early candidate for our play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Score occurs here at the 6:48 mark of the second quarter to put California on top 18-0. And that turnover and that fumble there, Tony, so huge. Because California coming back now, the 2-point conversion attempt, just a little plunge, and they're going to get it in on the run from Leyhew to go up 20-0. With 6:48 left before halftime, we're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning. Would appreciate your vote on November 7th.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
California dominating here early on, up 20-0 over Jeannette. A pair of touchdown runs from Spencer Petrucci. Also got a TD run from Jake Leyhew. And now on the kick return here is Jace Powell. And Powell hit and dropped right around the 14-yard line.
Good coverage there by the Trojans. That last drive took only 3 plays, covered 48 yards. Took a minute 57 off the clock with Petrucci's 44-yard scamper for the touchdown. He's touched the last 2 times he's touched the ball, Brian. He's been in the end zone, won a 4-yard run and a 44-yard run.
Leyhew on the 2-point conversion run to make it 20-0. You hate to say this early in the game, Tony, you got to have it drive. That's pretty much where Jeannette's at right now. Down 20-0, 6:43 left before halftime. They've shown a little life, but just really haven't been able to put together a complete drive so far in this game.
Well, that fumble on the last drive really hurt him.
Moulter, QB run the whole way across the 50. Moulter took another shot.
Again?
He lost the football, but it went right to another Jayhawk. And breaking back down the field is Noah Sanders. And Sanders takes it up to the Jayhawks' 38. So it ends up going as a 24-yard gain on the play. So that fumble benefiting the Jayhawks.
Well, the best part is we're going to give Moulter 11 yards on it, and we're going to give Sanders 13.
And Moulter's hurt again, Tony.
He took a couple shots there, and that one was tough right there. Also on his throwing arm.
He's coming out.
Yeah.
So Moulter out of the game right now. Line of scrimmage, the Jeannette 38. After that combo run from Moulter and Sanders. Taking it up to the Jeannette 38. Play clock still at 14, so they have a little time here, but confusion on the Jeannette side. They're going to take a timeout. So take one as well. 6:19 left before halftime. California up 20-0. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Winters can be brutal. You can trust Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration to look after all your heating system needs. During this time of year, they'll make sure your home remains cozy and warm. Just call Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration at 724-632-2496 for excellent heating services today, with same-day services and 24/7 emergency services also offered. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration congratulates the California Trojans on their outstanding season, with a special shout-out to their nephew, Spencer Petrucci.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
California 20-0 lead over Jeannette. We saw Peyton Moulter take a shot on that last play. And it looks like Moulter out of the game right now. They have a new quarterback in there. Might be a wildcat quarterback situation. You have the direct snap going to Noah Sanders. And Sanders hit there right at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain. Bring up 2nd down and 10. So their options, Tony, do a little wildcat with Noah Sanders. Kamoni Brown has seen some time at quarterback as well this season, but then you lose your top wide receiving threat, or you go to the freshman Marcus McGowan if Moulter's not available.
Well, and I was thinking that too, Brian, as we prep for this game. And, you see Kamoni Brown, but you really don't want to take him out of the slot because he is your top receiver, and it'd be tough to put him back at quarterback.
Right now, it looks like they're going to go with Noah Sanders again. Noah Sanders on the wildcat look and getting another direct snap. And Sanders with a run here on the far side. Well read by California. Sanders trying to go the other way, and that's not going to work. They're going to give Sanders forward progress to the 36. Will still result in a 2-yard loss on the play. Jake Leahy will get credit for the tackle there for California. But now if you're Jeannette, you're facing a 3rd down and 12 with 5:13 left before halftime.
Yeah, and that California defense drove him back, but forward progress with only a 2-yard loss. Jeannette,
I think the California coaching staff saying, what kind of forward progress was that?
3rd and 12.
Benevolent. Yes.
How's that?
They had the snap was taken, though, right at the line, so you're
right.
forward there, right?
Yeah, well.
I'm being sarcastic.
No, I don't. No, I think you're right. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought he got to about the 35, but then he turned back around on his own.
They stopped the play for some reason, and there wasn't a timeout called. Not sure what the stoppage was all about, but now they've wound the clock again, and it's 3rd and 12. As we go under 5 minutes left before halftime.
Yeah, pretty quick first half here.
It looks like now you have Marcus McGowan in at quarterback. He's the freshman. McGowan taking the snap, but coming after, middle screen set up, going nowhere. I don't even know if they had a receiver in the vicinity. He had a couple of linemen there.
Well, he had Sanders there. They were trying to set up a screen.
He was covered.
And Sanders was there, but really, there wasn't a whole lot you can do. There were about 3 defenders there, 3 Trojan defenders.
Well, the problem now you have, Tony, it's 4th and 12, and Moulter's the punter. And he's been the only Jayhawk to punt so far this season.
Well, you got to imagine that they have somebody who can at least give it a try, because you surely don't want to give California good field position.
Well, you mentioned Emery's out. He was another kicking option. You have McAllister Steele as well. They're lining up here like they might go for it on 4th and 12 from their own 36.
Now they're going to punt.
And now dropping back to the 25. They'll have another quick kick here, and that one was sent away by Kamoni Brown. Brown, a pretty good punt down to the 30 with a flag on the play. Flags everywhere on this run back from Lee Kwalk, and Kwalk breaking back into Jeannette territory. Going to end up being a pretty good return for not. Kwalk took it all the way back down to the Jeannette 24, but this one's coming back.
You had 3 flags flying there like missiles. It's going to be a definite block in the back. The ball was taken on the 30-yard line. All the flags are around the 32, 33-yard line, so let's see where they spot this. But
they sort it out. We have 4:34 left before halftime. California up 20-0. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout here on the C.R. Browder Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3939.
On that run back was a block in the back against California. Will push the football back to the Trojans' 23. California, they haven't had too many long fields yet in this game, Tony.
No, they really haven't, Brian. Figure Started out at the Jeannette 48 on the last drive. On the Jeannette 35, the drive before, the longest one was starting on the 36-yard line of their own, the first play scrimmage of first drive of the game, I should say.
Now from their own 23, Leyhew breaking free into the secondary again. Leyhew already into Jeannette territory at the 45 and finally run out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So that's going to go, Tony, as a 31-yard run. And California, another first down. Didn't take long for them to make their way out of their own territory.
No, and Leyhew's sneaking up on 100 as well. He's got 9 carries for 80 yards, and as we mentioned, Petrucci, 10 carries for 124 so far tonight.
Some other scores around the WPIAL. Bishop Canevin up 35-0 over Leechburg. Central Valley a 21-0 lead over Highlands. Moon up 7-6 over Gateway. McGuffey a 7-0 lead over Derry. So after the big run from Leyhew, California 1st and 10 here from the Jeannette 24, and a little reverse going the other way to Lee Kwalk, and Kwalk another nice run as Kwalk takes that one down to the Jeannette 26. We're going to have a holding penalty here against California. That would have been a 17-yard run from Kwalk nullified.
And that's going to come back as well.
Well, more WPIAL playoff scores for you at halftime and after the game. Stay tuned for the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel, both on the radio and on the WMBS Facebook page. Tony and I will actually have a complete recap of this game for you tonight as well on the Triple Live Scoreboard Show.
You mean Brian will have a complete wrap-up?
No, you're going to join me. Don Rebel wants you on tonight, too.
No, he doesn't.
1st and 20 now for California. And that's Petrucci getting 4 as the Trojans get back into Jeannette territory. Down to the 49. He's 2nd and 16. With 3:24 left before halftime. So you're up 20-0. You don't mind taking a little time off the clock here, Tony, run it the whole way down. If you get lucky, get another score here before halftime, and you're sitting pretty, maybe up 4 scores at halftime.
Well, yeah, and you had 4 chances to score. I mean, you had that missed field goal, which didn't miss by much, but still, you know, you're driving every possession. So right now, you kind of take your time, run some more clock.
2nd and 16, Leyhew play fake, calling his own number again. Leyhew inside the 45-40, and Leyhew finally upended at the 35-yard line, tripped up there by Eli Jones. Close to another California first down, needed 16, got 15. He's 3rd and short.
And Leyhew now with 99 yards.
What's Petrucci up to?
128.
Wow. Number 200 combined. Might have both backs over 100 before we approach halftime.
I wouldn't doubt that at all, Brian. I got a feeling Leyhew's going to call his own number, although he's got Petrucci behind him.
Now 3rd and 1 from the Jeannette 34. You have Leyhew under center, hand off Petrucci. Trojans keeping it basic, only needing a yard. I think they just got a yard.
Barely got it. Looks like the spot he's going to have a first down.
I'll move the sticks. We're down at 2:02 left before halftime.
We'll get the first down.
So we'll give Petrucci, give him 1 hard-fought yard there.
An important yard for the California first down. Line of scrimmage now down to the Jeannette 33. You're likely seeing, if California hangs on here, a matchup with Bishop Canevin next week. A little banana bunch here off to the left. This direct snap going to Petrucci. And Petrucci inside the 25 and down to the 20-yard line. Maybe spotted here at the 19. Another nice run for Petrucci. Another California first down as he nets 14. Now Sunder brought him down on the play. And a 1:29 left before halftime.
And a nice-looking drive here by Cal. As you said, using the clock, just taking their time, methodically working it down the field.
Leyhew back out of the shotgun. Petrucci to his left. His flag's coming. Gonna have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, wishing their nephew Spencer the best tonight. NAPA Auto Parts, attorney Lisa J. Buday, and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. A 5-yard penalty there for a false start. Again, California coming in 9-1 overall, perfect out of the Tri-County South. Jeannette 7-3 overall, 4-2 out of the Eastern Conference. Jeannette seeded 11th, California seeded 6th. 1st and 15 now for the Trojans. 1:02 left before halftime. It's Petrucci again. Huge hole on the far side inside the 15. Petrucci finally upended at the 10-yard line. Needed 15. I think he got about 14 there. It'll be second down and short. Clock's still rolling right now, Tony. Now will stop. Looks like California's going to take a timeout. And they will take their second timeout of 20-0. 50 seconds left before halftime. We're back in 60 on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us at 930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
Brian Morozak and Tony Anola back here at California High School. California up 20-0 over the Jeannette Jayhawks in the single A first round WPIAL playoff game. Trojans looking to punch it in here again with 55 seconds left before halftime. 2nd and 1 from the Jeannette 10-yard line. Leahy takes the snap, inside run, and that one going once again to Spencer Petrucci, who's into the end zone for another California touchdown. This time from 10 yards out. Petrucci, Tony, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
3rd touchdown of the night and 167 yards in that first half. Right now, the California Trojans just looking dominant.
And we actually expected a little bit of a closer game than we've seen so far tonight.
Yes, we did.
California's gone for 2 every time so far in this game. They're going to go for 2 here again. Little surge from the quarterback Leahy waiting for the signal, and he's in. They got it back up to 28-0. California over Jeannette, 51 seconds left before halftime, and we're back in 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change. Paid for by the candidate.
Back here at California High School, California powered by 3 Spencer Petrucci touchdowns. Now a 28-0 lead over Jeannette. Petrucci now on the season, Tony, with 25 rushing touchdowns.
That's impressive.
Trojans to kick off here again from Christian Ross. Go back to the 10-yard line on the run back, Jace Powell. Powell at the 20-25, and Powell trying to break it here up to the 40-yard line. So for Jeannette, you have 45 seconds left on the clock here before halftime, and by far the best field position you've had so far in this game.
Best field position to start the drive.
But you might have a flag on the play. From back here at the 20-yard line. A holding penalty here against Jeannette. Going on Jeremiah Williamson. Second penalty Williamson's been called for in this game so far tonight. So there you go, Tony. Yeah. No good field position now.
Yep, we spoke too soon. So now they're going to start on.
From their own 10. You're down 28-0.
Yeah, you're right. Cal will get the ball the second half.
I think Jeannette will.
Oh, no, you're right. Jeannette cut, yeah.
Yeah, California had the opening drive. They went down and scored. So Jeannette will get the football to start the third quarter. You have Moulter back into the game. He's going to scramble here on the near side, throw on the run, low pass. They're ruled incomplete. Intended there for Noah Sanders at the Jeannette 18. So it'll be second down and 10. Jayhawks have 2 timeouts remaining. They have 90 yards of field ahead of them. But you have some big play threats, though, Tony. Noah Sanders over 1,000 yards rushing coming into the game. Kamoni Brown, explosive wide receiver.
And I think at this point in time, for this half, let's just try to get out of here and run the clock and get out and try to regroup at halftime.
You're down 4 scores, though, already. Triple right formation on the 2nd and 10. Moulter scrambling to the near side, steps up, looking deep middle, has a man wide open. And on the run, hauling it in there for Jeannette is Jace Powell, and Powell inside the 20, and Powell out of the California 15-yard line. You talk about a big play that Jeannette needed there, Tony.
Yeah, what do I know? Good play there.
75 yards from Moulter to Powell.
And beautiful throw. And Powell able to catch that one. We saw him drop one earlier, but able to catch that one and pick up 75 yards.
28 seconds left before halftime. California trying to get a late sub in here. Clock stopped on the first down, and now California is going to pick up a penalty here for 12 men on the field.
Right. Just a little confusion. That's the 6th penalty on Cal here tonight.
No, timeout taken by California.
So they're going to pick up the flag.
So we'll take a timeout as well. 28-0 California. Jeannette driving. 28 seconds left before halftime. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the C.R. Browna Group High School Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at California High School, Trojans up 28-0 on the Jeannette Jayhawks, but Jeannette hitting a big 75-yard pass on this drive from Peyton Moulter down to Jace Powell. And Tony, we were talking off the air during the timeout in the second half. I might try that a bunch of them, Jeannette, right now. Not really getting anything done running the football. You're down 4 scores. Might as well take some shots. They're going to try it here again. Moulter stepping up, little pump fake. Flush to the far side. Needs to get rid of it and takes a hard hit here. Gets run out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage.
And he's down again. He's kind of struggling to get up. Man, did he take a shot there, too.
Does stop the clock. Jeannette still has 2 timeouts remaining. California out of timeouts. We have 22 seconds left before halftime. Play resulted in a 2-yard loss. And now it's 2nd and 12.
And Moulter getting a little advice from Coach Pallone over there on the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the California 16.
Probably trying to take a little bit of a breather, too. He took a shot, Petrucci just lowered the boom on him there.
Moulter back out of the shotgun. Twin receivers to each side. Ball on the left hash mark from the California 16. Moulter takes the snap, scrambles to the near side. Moulter trying to get rid of it, throws across the field and gets intercepted. Picked off here by California's Jake Lehue. And Lehue takes it back to the 26-yard line. So he had a 75-yard reception on the drive, but Moulter throws a red zone interception. And the couple of turnovers that Jeannette's had in this game, Tony, have really been costly.
Yeah, and right there you could see it. Lehue was just trying to bait him. He saw Brown coming across the middle. Moulter trying to throw back into the middle of the field, and Lehue, great instinct there, just stepped in and intercepted the ball. So now let's see if California is going to try to strike before the end of the half.
Well, out of timeouts, only 12 seconds left before halftime. I think they might just take a knee here and go to the locker room up 28. So Lehue under center. Takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. But what a first half for California. 3 Spencer Petrucci touchdowns, a Jake Lehue touchdown, and the Trojans up 28-0 over the Jeannette Jayhawks. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment. Our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm comes your way next here on WMES.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Dear Fayette County voter, this is Commissioner Dave Lohr asking for your support for re-election. I respect your right to vote without interference, so this November 7th, you will not have to navigate through a crowd of my supporters on your way to the polls. You have my word. This is Commissioner Dave Lohr. Thank you.
Paid for by the Dave Lohr campaign.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford or truck. Ford of Uniontown will be happy to serve you. They offer Ford trained technicians, Ford certified parts and service, 1 year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Where there's a will, there's your way. Attorney Lisa Buday is ready to help you prepare a last will and testament to make sure your wishes are known and followed. With reasonable pricing and a local office, Attorney Buday is ready to help people just like you with home visits available. For more information, please phone 724-955 BudayLaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Buday at 304 3rd Street in California, helping people just like you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here at California High School, the California band out on the field. Trojans up 28-0 at halftime over Jeannette in this single-A first-round game. Tony has your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peach & Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach & Market. Tony?
All right, for the California Trojans in that first half, passing-wise, they did not put the ball up in the air, and pretty much what we had thought was going to happen. A lot of running there in that first half. Leading rusher in the first half for the Trojans was Spencer Petrucci. 15 carries, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns, one from 4 yards, one from 44 yards, and one from 10 yards. Jake Lehue had 10 carries for 99 yards in that first half. He also scored on a 6-yard run. And Zach Galletti had 1 carry for 17 yards. Offensively, California ran 26 offensive plays. All were rushing plays. They had 283 yards rushing, 283 yards of total offense. 5 penalties for 40 yards. They had 10 first downs, and they had 0 turnovers in that first half. For the Jeannette Jayhawks, Peyton Moulter was 3 for 7 in that first half for 80 yards. He did have that interception by Lehue at the end of the first half that was huge. Marcus McGowan, incomplete pass that was thrown by him. 2 catches made by Noah Sanders for 5 yards, 1 catch by Jace Powell for 75 yards. On the rushing end, Peyton Moulter had 6 carries for 26 yards, and Noah Sanders had 5 carries for 12 yards. Jeannette, 19 offensive plays in that first half. They had 11 rushes for 38 yards. They were 3 for 8 passing for 80 yards, a total of 118 yards of total offense. They also had 5 penalties for 40 yards. They only had 3 for
turn. Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for NAPA Auto Parts.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at California High School, halftime.
Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.bruceandwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Bad hair day? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
California 28-0 lead here at halftime over the Jeannette Jayhawks. Brian Moroznak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. And Tony, right now for Jeannette, really haven't had too much life offensively aside from that big 75-yard pass that went from Peyton Moulter down to Jace Powell at the California 15-yard line. Unfortunately, Jeannette throwing an interception right there in the red zone. Their second big turnover of the night. The other one came on a nice run for Moulter that had the Jayhawks down at midfield earlier on in the game. And again, they coughed it up, and California capitalized there and got points on the other side.
Right, and turnovers, Brian. I mean, that's the only thing right now. We said early on that it was the penalties that were hurting Jeannette, but then those 2 turnovers were big, especially driving at the end of the half. Would have given them a little bit of momentum going into the second half if they could have punched it in, but Lehue with a nice defensive play to step in the lane and intercept that ball. So right now, Jeannette will get the second half kickoff, but they're going to have to strike early and strike often here to get back in this game.
And if California wins, we'll have their quarterfinal round game for you, at least on the radio next Friday. If NFHS does not pick up the video feed, we'll have the live video on the WMBS Facebook page as well. Again, a big change from last year, Tony. We don't have the first right of refusal anymore for all of these playoff video games. We're fortunate tonight to have the free live video stream. We're actually one of the free games, or few games, I think, streaming live free on Facebook or other platforms tonight as well. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be the case, it looks like, throughout much of the playoffs.
Well, all I can say is this, Brian. I don't want to get in too much trouble, but there's going to be a lot of disappointed fans.
Yeah, I agree.
Throughout these playoffs, whenever they have to pay $11.99 to watch a game.
Yeah, again, our mission's always been to try to provide a free service. We'll continue to do that as much as possible to all of the folks out there, whether it's throughout the football playoffs or the basketball playoffs as well. But there are certain obstacles that we cannot overcome, and one of those is the fact that you have a new group, not the Tribble Live High School Sports Network anymore, doing the games, so we have to abide by their regulations.
Correct. And I won't say a whole lot because if I said how I really feel about it.
Yeah, we'd probably be off the air.
Yeah, well, I would be. So, it's one of those things. But I just, get ready because even next week, I'm sure you've got a lot of people watching in the California area and Jeannette area tonight.
Yeah, and again, if we have the opportunity to bring you a live video feed, we will.
Oh, yeah.
But if another group gobbles it up, whether it's NFHS or a group that they subcontract out, in maybe a neighboring county, there's nothing we can do about that. But well, again, if it's possible, we'll have the game for you here on WMBS. 28-0, California leading Jeannette here at halftime. Second half comes your way next in 3 minutes on WMBS.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Score big savings when you shop at Reese Warehouse with great pricing on furniture and appliances from such manufacturers as Maytag and Whirlpool, amongst others. Furniture from brands like Flex Steel and Ashley, and comfortable Serta bedding, and much, much more. Great pricing, all at Reese Warehouse. Your 2023 Community Choice winner as the best place to buy furniture and appliances. Shop Monday from 9 to 7, the rest of the work week until 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. Reese Warehouse, the superstore in Smithfield. When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son, Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports. Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health, but is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Back here at California High School, ready to start the second half. It's certainly a lot of work for Jeannette to do here, Tony.
Yeah, Brian, they do have a lot, and like you said, you kind of. I've got to give Mulder a lot of credit though, just having the moxie to get out there. You can tell he's really banged up and really struggling, but I'll give him credit for getting out there and giving it a try and trying to get his team back into this game. But let's see what they can do here the second half. We noticed in that first half a couple of passes. You had the wide receivers were able to beat the Cal defenders. So if I'm Jeannette, I'm going to put this ball up a lot in the second half, no matter what.
Kicking off for California, Christian Ross, the junior. Again, Trojans will send it away left to right. We've seen Jeannette have a lot of speed there. Guys like Powell and Sanders. They'll look for a big run back here, and it will be Powell on this return. Powell trying to turn the corner from the 20, cuts up to the 25, and takes it down to the 29-yard line. So Jace Powell had that 75-yard reception back in the second quarter. It's the third quarter started here for Jeannette. And I know I told you early, Tony, back in the second quarter, right now if I'm Multer and Jeannette, I'm just going to air some down the field and see what happens.
I'm with you, Brian. I mean, really, at this point, you don't have anything to lose. Just try to throw it as much as you can. And as we said, Jeannette has the speed. They have the receivers that can get behind the defenders. So maybe a couple big plays can get them right back into this game.
And again, Multer came into the game with a bum throwing shoulder. Again, wasn't even expected to go tonight based on the lineup that we got. Really took some shots back in that first half as well, but he's still in there for the Jayhawks out of the shotgun with a play, fakes it to call his own number on a run on the far side. And Multer has Jeannette first down, taking it up to the Jayhawks 43-yard line. Gain of 14 there on the run from Multer. And to give him a lot of credit, Tony, tough situation. Obviously not at 100%, but gutting it out tonight.
He has. That's what I say. I give him the utmost credit. I mean, really, we weren't even sure he was going to start. We were watching warm-ups, and he went out and worked out with the team. But really got to give him a lot of props just to try to play this game and play it hurt. And you can tell he's dinged up, but doing a great job for Jeannette. 1st and
10 from the Jayhawks 42. Inside run going here to Sanders. He's plugged up pretty well. Did get to up to the 44. Now check that. They switched backs there, Tony. That was 33. Michael Mason getting the carry. Getting 2. Petrucci with the tackle. Let me 2nd and 8.
Mason on his first carry of the night.
He came into the game 61 carries for 351 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2nd and 8. And now Multer and the Jayhawks going empty. A quad left formation as Multer takes the snap, hangs the pocket, steps up on the far side, now pulls it down, looks to run. Multer taking another big hit there just shy of midfield. They'll roll him down at the Jayhawks 48. Gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
And right now, Jeannette has to convert this. I mean, I hate to say it's a must, but they have to convert this just to keep the ball and keep it away from California.
I mean, you think about it, if they would have been able to get points right before halftime on that costly interception that Multer threw after that 75-yard completion down the field, we have a possibility on this drive to pull back to within 2 scores. Still a lot of time left, 10-15 left here in the third. Little play fake inside run, again, well read by California defensively. That was Michael Mason, stopped at the line. And now you're looking at 4th down and 4 here just shy of midfield. Have to think it's 4-down territory at this juncture of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. You're, the clock keeps running. You're not throwing the ball, so it's not stopping the clock. So you're going to run off a couple minutes here just with this possession.
Jeannette's defense really hasn't done that much to slow California down tonight as well either. Twin receivers to each side as Multer works out of the shotgun on this 4th and 4. Multer takes the snap, rolls near side, pump fake. Multer still scrambling towards near boundary, throws a little quick outs.
They call him
and
incomplete.
At the California 45, officials getting together. And they're going to say that's a catch going down there to Kamani Brown. And it'll go down to the California 43, so credit the catch from Multer to Brown. And now Jeannette trying to go quickly. Of course, no review here in the high school game. But they're still lining up here, trying to get this away quickly before the officials decide to go the other way. And now Multer's going to take a quick snap, pump fake in the pocket. Now looking deep middle, single coverage, pass hauled in at the California 15. And Jeannette has their first points of the game. A 43-yard hookup from Peyton Multer to Noah Sanders. And Jeannette's on the scoreboard. It's 28-6.
And a nice job there by Sanders to make the catch, shake the defender, and get into the end zone.
I told you that earlier, Tony. If I'm Jeannette, I'm taking shots because California's run defense has been phenomenal. Their secondary has not been tested much.
I agree. I'm totally with you, Brian.
And not only tonight, but all season long. You look at the Tri-County South, mostly teams that like to run the football, and that extra point went off the right upright, so it's no good. So we're going to sit here at 28-6. California over Jeannette, 9:24 left here in the third. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency serving clients in California and surrounding areas. Mariscotti Insurance offers auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage. Stop by their office at 324 3rd Street, California, PA, or give them a call at 724-938-9302 for your quote. Mariscotti Insurance would like to congratulate the California Trojan football team on a great season and wish them lots of luck in the playoffs. Go Trojans!
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
So a little life out of the Jeannette Jayhawks, scoring on a 43-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Moulter to Noah Sanders. And now California trying to break the kick the other way. And down the far sidelines for a California touchdown is Spencer Petrucci.
He tried the onside kick, and Petrucci able to scoop it up. And what a 50-yard return for a touchdown, his fourth touchdown of the night.
And again, they tried a little squib kick on the far side, trying to go on sides after the touchdown. And Petrucci takes the kick back 50 yards for a California touchdown. It's all kinds of big plays here, Tony, to start the second half.
Big plays, and the thing of it was, just when Jeannette had a little momentum, and the next thing you know, the Trojans just crush it right there.
Make
Petrucci.
it 34-6.
Yeah, and how fast is he? There's a flag on the play.
That Jeannette touchdown drive was a 6-play, 71-yard drive that took 2:36 off the clock. Score occurring at the 9:24 mark of the third, and then Spencer Petrucci taking the kickoff back 50 yards for a California touchdown. And rare you see one of those onside kicks, Tony, returned for a touchdown.
Extremely rare, but I'll tell you what, the ball just bounced perfectly, and Petrucci.
Now you have 12 men on the field here on the two-point conversion try for Jeannette before the snap. So California will get it half the distance to the goal. We'll take it from the 3 down about the 1.5-yard line. And the two scores were separated by 9 seconds. The Moulter to Sanders touchdown at the 9:24 mark of the third. Petrucci coming back at the 9:15 mark of the third. They get the 2 as well on the far side to Lee Kwalk. So Lee Kwalk scoring on the two-point try to make it 36-6. California over Jeannette. 9:15 left here in the third, and we're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for over 49 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Where there's a will, there's your way. Attorney Lisa Buday is ready to help you prepare a last will and testament to make sure your wishes are known and followed. With reasonable pricing and a local office, Attorney Buday is ready to help people just like you with home visits available. For more information, please phone 724-938-1355 or visit BudayLaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Buday with an office at 304 3rd Street in California, helping people just like you.
Now Christian Ross to kick off for California. Will send it down the field. One right in between the legs there of Jace Powell. Retreats back to the 3-yard line. Now Powell on the run back. Has a little seam here, but Powell only able to take it back to the 19 where he's gang tackle. And that's where Jeannette will start 1st and 10. We were talking, Tony, off the air. Surprising that Jeannette would kick it in the direction of Petrucci, who just has so much speed out there for California.
I'll tell you what, he's impressive. I'm sure that there's got to be a couple schools looking at him. I mean, he's a nice-looking runner. Actually plays good on defense as well. But he's having a fantastic game, 4 touchdowns.
The other California score occurring, actually the first score of the game, from Jake Lehue. And again, the only Jeannette points on the 43-yard pass from Moulter to Sanders. Now Jeannette starting this drive from their own 20-yard line with Moulter out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, quick out, near side pass complete, but immediately hit and drop for just a 3-yard gain there, Kamani Brown.
A nice tackle there. Trying to see who came up. It looked like number 2. That was Vinny Manzella.
Manzella, nice tackle there for California. Now a Jeannette player down. Injury stoppage brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive, or phone 724-437-7500. It looks like that's Kamani Brown that's down. So with Brown down, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. California up 36-6. 8:51 left here in the third.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Back here at California High School, Brown still down here for Jeannette. And you mentioned a roster coming in, just about 22 guys dressed tonight. Moulter banged up coming into the game. Now Brown down. He's a sophomore, one of your top receiving threats out there. Not the kind of news you want to get on the Jeannette side.
Most definitely, and that's the thing. I mean, you've got Moulter banged up and now Brown, and you just hope that somebody can step up. Although I'll tell you what, Powell's had a nice game receiving-wise. He did drop that pass early on, but I'll tell you what, he's nice. He shows a lot of speed.
Moulton out of the shotgun has Michael Mason off to his right. Moulter's going to put it up. Another quick out near side. That pass complete and breaking down the near boundary. Going out of bounds at the Jeannette 35-yard line is Noah Sunder. So Sunder, the 6'1", 175 sophomore, 6th reception of the season, goes here for a Jeannette first down.
10-yard pitch and catch.
Lee Kwalk ran him out of bounds. Now 1st and 10 here for Jeannette.
And you could see whatever they talked about at halftime has worked. And as we said, too, we thought they were going to come out and just throw the ball the whole second half, and so far they have.
Moulter back out of the shotgun. Scrambles out to the far side, throws on the run. A little one-hopper falling in front of Noah Sanders there, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. You can even see Moulter there limping a little bit going to the far side, Tony. Just not his shoulder that's banged up right now. He's taking a lot of shots here tonight.
Oh, the thing of it is he's dropped that shoulder to try to pick up some extra yards, and he's really taking a lot of punishment.
2nd and 10 now from the Jeannette 33. Again, California up 36-6. We have 8:30 left here in the third quarter as Moulter works again out of the shotgun. Moulter, another quick out near side, and that one behind Sunder. Falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
And just no separation right there.
Sunder, normally the backup tight end behind Jeremiah Williamson on the Jeannette depth chart, but just due to some other injuries, he's out there right now as Jeannette tries to rally here down 30 midway through the third quarter.
Now, big possession here, because the thing of it is, if Cal scores again,
yeah, running clock.
You got a running clock, is right.
3rd and 10. Triple left formation to the short side of the field. And now scrambling here is Moulter. He's going down. Sack back at the 30-yard line, loss of 3. It'll be 4th down and 13 for Jeannette if they choose to go for it.
Yeah, you're almost at the point where you have to.
You have 8:04 left on a running clock here in the third quarter. And another California score would enact a continuous clock the rest of the way. Line of scrimmage, the Jeannette 30. They need their own 43 for a first down. As Moulter lines up here out of the shotgun with Michael Mason off to his right. Triple right formation, single coverage to the near side. Now Moulter backing up, and he will punt it away. He'll send it off on the far side. Takes a Jeannette bounce. California's going to let it go, and the Jayhawks will down it here inside the 30. Back down to the 28-yard lines where California will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 7:30 left here in the third quarter. 36-6 California over Jeannette here on WMBS and the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
1 yard run for Jake Lehue as we come back. California now facing a 2nd and 9 for their own 29-yard line. You have a Jeannette player slow in getting up. That's Nick Stuchel, number 67. He helped off on the far side. So California, really an opportunity here, Tony, on this drive to ice the game away. Up 36-6.
Correct, and by my stats, which are definitely not official, but that gives Lehue 100 yards rushing as well on 11 carries.
2nd and 9. Stuchel able to make his way off the field under his own power, now getting attended to. California brings a man in motion. They fake the jet sweep, inside run. Going to Petrucci again, takes it up to the 32. 3-yard run there for Spencer Petrucci. What's his rushing total up to now tonight, Tony?
I've got him at 16 carries, 170 yards.
Nice game for Spencer Petrucci, certainly a candidate for our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. Come on, give it to him right now. He was 4 touchdowns, 170 on the ground.
A candidate? No.
Yeah. What else does the guy have to do?
I think we might have to landslide it, to put it that way.
Trojans going empty here. A little quad banana bunch off to the right, and that's where Lehue's looking to run. Lehue on the near side trying to cut up the field, hit at the 35 and driven down for just a 2-yard gain on the play. Now for California, you're facing a 4th and 3. You're up 36-6, 6:22 left here in the third. Haven't had a punt yet tonight.
And I don't think you're going to see a punt.
Obviously a risk there in that situation if you bring out Ross in the punting unit. Ross is averaging 34.3 yards a punt so far this season. And he will drop back here to punt for California. And Ross dropping back here to the California 23. Will send it away with the Trojans up 30. Clean snap coming back. And Ross will send it away here on the near side. It'll go out of bounds. And Jeannette will start this drive with pretty good field position. They actually rule this out close to midfield, right at midfield. And that's where Jeannette will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. 5:49 left here in the third. Trojans up 36-6. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Moulter a little quick out as we come back. Pass complete there to Kamani Brown, and Brown just a minimal gain. Give him 3 down to the California 47 to bring up 2nd down and 7. Of course, Tony, you have a lot of super-like calls tonight. Don't punt, go for it.
Well,
he's rubbing off on you.
Yeah, I haven't been right on any of mine, I can tell you that. Sit on the ball, throw a 75-yard completion. Don't punt, punt.
Tony Hanul, our color analyst tonight. I'm Brian Morozak. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Jeannette with Peyton Moulter out of the shotgun, taking the snap. Moulter stepping up, looking deep middle again. Pass intercepted. Picked off again. 2nd of the night for Jake Lehue, and Lehue takes it back to the 41. So Jake Lehue, another big interception for California. He now has 8 interceptions on the season. California gets the football back again, up 36-6. 4:59 left here in the third. We're back in 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
California running out of the power I again, going to Spencer Petrucci, and he gets 8 up to the Trojans' 49-yard line before he's taken out of bounds by Noah Sanders rather aggressively. Bring up 2nd down and 2. Might have an injured Jeannette Jayhawk. Looks like that's Michael Mason down, number 33. So Mason down here at the Jeannette 48-yard line. California will be facing a 2nd and 2. 4:53 left here in the third quarter. 36-6. Trojans over the Jayhawks are back in 30 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Winters can be brutal. You can trust Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration to look after all your heating system needs. During this time of year, they'll make sure your home remains cozy and warm. Just call Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration at 724-632-2496 for excellent heating services today, with same-day services and 24/7 emergency services also offered. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration congratulates the California Trojans on their outstanding season, with a special shout-out to their nephew, Spencer Petrucci.
Back here at California High School as Michael Mason makes his way off the field on the Jeannette side. California facing a 2nd and 2 in their own 49-yard line. Again, thanks to our video stream sponsors tonight, Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, NAPA Auto Parts, attorney Lisa J. Buday, and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. Leyhew out of a pistol set this time. Play fake, calling his own number with a big hole here on the left side. Here's Leyhew inside the 30, inside the 25, and finally wrestled down at the 23-yard line, 28-yard run from Jake Leyhew.
And the first down of the second half for California.
And again, if California gets a score on this drive, Tony, we'll have a continuous clock the rest of the way.
Correct.
1st and 10 now from the Jeannette 23. Ball on the far hash mark. Trojans up 30. Leyhew out of the shotgun. They'll bring a man in motion. Leyhew calling his own number again. Leyhew inside the 20 and now down to the 19-yard line. 4-yard run there for Leyhew. So both Leyhew and Petrucci over 100 yards apiece rushing. And they've kind of done that all season long, Tony, and put another explanation point on it tonight.
Yeah, 134 yards for Jake Leyhew. Petrucci 178. And these guys aren't done yet either.
Line of scrimmage now, the Jeannette 19-yard line. 2nd and 6 here for California. 3:44 left here in the third quarter. Now protector back to each side of Leyhew. Out of the shotgun set, he takes the snap. This run going back to Petrucci, and Petrucci down close to the 17-yard line, gain of 2. Be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, no room to run there for Petrucci. Nice job there by the Jeannette defense.
And California looking for their first playoff win since 2017 when they made it to the WPIAL semifinals, finally succumbing to Amani Christian in that semifinal round game at Peters Township High School.
I remember it well.
We were over on the Amani side. I think they might have had 20 fans there, and California had it packed on the other
yes,
side.
Yes, they were.
Well, fake the jet sweep, go back to Petrucci looking for his 5th touchdown of the night. Won't get it here, but he will get a California first down. Needed 4, got 6, maybe 7 to move the sticks again, and California will have a 1st and goal from the Jeannette 10-yard line.
Closing in on 200 yards.
We're looking like we're going to have a playoff game next week, Tony. Into the quarterfinal round.
Could be site or no site, right? It could be.
It'll be at a neutral site.
Well,
we won't be here.
I know, but I mean.
As far as for the.
Seeing us or not seeing us.
We'll have at least audio next week.
This is true.
Well, hopefully a video. Want to have Billy with us too. Leyhew under center, another handout to Petrucci. Get down to the 7-yard line. Gain of 3. Do you lose the football? They're going to roll him down.
Let's see what they
Jeannette
do.
saying, hey, we just can't get a break here tonight. Noah Sanders thought for sure they stripped him. Now 2nd and goal from the Jeannette 7 with 2:12 left here in the third quarter.
And this is the kind of drive you want from California.
They have
him for
201 on the official stats. What do you have him for? 198?
I got him for 190.
Oh, 190, okay.
But
guys are off somewhere. Out of the shotgun here, Leyhew. Hand off. No, it's Leyhew calling his own number, and he's in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Great fake there from Leyhew, and he runs it in from 7 yards out. We'll have a running clock the rest of the way. It's 42-6 California. 7-yard touchdown run from Jake Leyhew. And pretty much from the start of this game, what a tremendous performance from California, Tony.
I tell you what, they're loaded, Brian. I mean, they've got a nice team. I tell you what, this offensive line has done a fantastic job, too. We haven't mentioned them yet, but the up front guys are really doing a nice job blocking-wise for both Petrucci and Leyhew. You got to give Noah Leyhew, Darius Johnson, Dylan Henry, Nico Jorgagas, and Aiden Jobs a lot of credit.
The lineup to go for 2 here again. Leyhew going empty. They'll bring a man in motion, call a play fake, and run it in for the 2-point score to increase the lead now to 44-6. With 1:56 left here in the third quarter. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164. At Amador Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at California High School, the Trojans a 44-6 lead over the Jeannette Jayhawks. We'll have a running clock the rest of the way after Jake Leyhew's 7-yard touchdown run. Capped off an 8-play, 59-yard drive. Took 3:03 off the clock. Leyhew adding the 2-point try as well. And now Christian Ross will send it away. Tony's still a bit grumpy due to the fact that he has different stats than the official stats tonight, but he'll get over it. And on the run back, here is Jace Powell, and Powell takes it up to the 22-yard line. I know you're doing a lot here, Tony. We'll get you double pay tonight for both the stats and announcing. I know you're doing a lot of work out there. No Steve Suprick tonight, so you're picking up the slack.
Yeah, obviously. I'm not doing good on either one of them.
They love you, Tony. They love you.
Oh, please.
Steve Suprick's own son, Joey, saying you're a legend tonight.
Yeah, I'm a legend. Yeah. Can't add, can't talk right, can't, just a slug.
Jeannette will start this drive from their own 21-yard line. And down 44-6 with 1:23 left on a running clock now here in the third quarter. Now Jeannette's going to take a timeout. With 1:16 left here in the third. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Do you remember O'Gilly's Pub? Hi, I'm Bo Gillis, the founder of O'Gilly's Pub in Uniontown. The new owners have created the atmosphere that O'Gilly's was famous for. But you have a few memories of O'Gilly's yourself. Stop in and see what's happened. It'll be fun, just like the old pub. Folks, the same great atmosphere and menu you will remember. So stop in and see us. You never know who you'll see. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Catherine Street, Uniontown, PA.
Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides salutes all who work so hard to keep high school football an important part of our lives. A great amount of effort, much of it behind the scenes, goes into putting a team on the field. And a lot of teamwork occurs when elected officials produce positive outcomes in our communities. On Election Day, let's keep Vince Vicides and his team moving us forward. Vince Vicides, at work building Fayette County's future.
Paid for by the Friends of Vincent A. Vicides.
44-6, California leading Jeannette. Jeannette with a football here late third quarter. 1:16 left here in the third. And the quarterback now is Kamani Brown, and he's going to look deep into double coverage. The pass is tipped a couple of times, and then it might have been hauled in there by Williamson. They're going to say incomplete. The tight end Williamson off the tip drill almost picked it up there for Jeannette. Wow.
And ball was batted around for quite a while. Nice throw there by Brown, but really just threw it into coverage.
We've seen 4 different quarterbacks take snaps tonight for Jeannette. McGowan, Moulter, Kamani Brown, and Noah Sanders.
Sanders, the only one that has not put the ball in the air.
I see a former WMBS employee down there from back in the day. Joe Augustine lives in the California area. Little Joe down there walking around. I think some of his sons play football in the California School District. Quick out, and that one's incomplete. Intended there for Noah Sunder. It was tipped around and could have been intercepted by California's Vinny Manzella. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Actually stopped it there, 13.8 left. Usually we have a continuous clock in this situation. Now they're going to run it. I think the official didn't realize we were at a 35-point margins. That'll do it for 3 quarters of football. 44-6, California over Jeannette. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Back here at California High School, ready for the 4th quarter. All California Trojans tonight. They have a couple of touchdown runs, 2 from Jake Leahy, runs of 6 and 7, but Spencer Petrucci, he's been the difference tonight. Took a kickback 50 yards for a touchdown. His touchdown runs of 44, 10, and 4 for the Trojans tonight. Now Jeannette facing a 3rd and 10, working left to right from their own 21-yard line. They're going to put it up here again. Deep middle shot, and it's hauled in by Noah Sanders. Sanders down to the California 42. Pass was thrown by Kamani Brown. So Brown to Sanders as Jeannette down in California territory.
And a nice pass there. Nice job by Sanders to come back and get that ball. So a 37-yard completion and a first down for the Jeannette Jayhawks.
And Brown will stay in as the Jeannette quarterback. As Michael Mason off to his left. They have trips off to the far side. Single coverage with Noah Sunder up to the near side. As Brown takes the snap, rolls far side, pump fake. They're coming after him. Brown tries to step up, and he's sacked back at midfield. Be a loss of 8 on the play. With 11:07 left here in regulation. The Tony Bishop Canavan, the likely opponent for California next week. They actually met in the playoffs back in 2017 here at California High School. We had the game. California won 51-7 in the first round. So we lost our radio feed. We'll get that back for you in just a moment. Ended up defeating Union up at Cannon Mac before losing to Amani Christian at Peters Township. And we actually saw Bishop Canavan a couple of years ago against Fraser as well.
Yeah, and that was actually the year they won the States.
Yeah, and that
the
game
WPIAL
was actually stopped at halftime, remember, due to some lightning and bad weather. They never played the second half, and Bishop Canavan ended up getting a win there. 2-yard run on the far side from Noah Sanders. Now we'll reconnect with our radio audience here as well. Again, we have 10-14 left here in regulation.
Yeah, that was the first game of the year. I remember going down to Bishop Canavan And that team,
Hill and Uniontown is the
they
widest
were
selection
loaded. You talk about quick. I remember in that first half, they had, what, 4 touchdowns called back?
Yep. Big and sign up for the
That was the first game of the year on a Saturday. That was played over at, was it Dormont Stadium?
Yes, it was.
Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10
I think you went down to the Southside Stadium that day, didn't you, first?
Yes, I did, yes.
Welcome back on radio on Jeannette with the football, but California up 44-6 and on a 3rd and 17. Another 3-yard loss and a little screen that was set up there for Michael Mason. 4th and 20 here for Jeannette's. You're discussing on the video side, just rejoining us on the audio side. California looking to take on Bishop Canavan in the quarterfinals. And they met here at California back in 2017. We saw them a couple of years ago against Frazier in a opening week matchup down in Dormont.
Yeah, and I don't think they're as loaded as they were back then.
Jeannette's going to take a timeout. 9:04 left here in the fourth. 44-6 California. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. I have been a lifelong resident of South Union and raised my family and built my business in South Union. I have recently retired, and I will devote my full time and energy as your supervisor. It's time for a change of the old guard with new leadership. I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election.
The following message was paid for by the Friends of Garrett Breakiron.
Jeannette facing a 4th and 20 as we come back. California up 44-6. Jeannette hitting that big pass down the field from Kamani Brown to Noah Sanders. But once again, Tony just stalling out.
Yeah, just can't get it going here tonight offensively.
Kamani Brown now out of the shotgun on 4th and 20. Scrambling to the far side, throws down the field and has a man for a first down. It'll be a 22-yard gain down to Sanders, who was pushed out of bounds right around the California 31.
Yeah, and they are going to mark it there. So nice throw by Brown. As you said, a 22-yard completion.
I think if Jeannette would have tested California's secondary maybe a little bit earlier on in the game, they were pretty run-heavy. First couple of drives, this could have been a different game here late. And now Brown rolling again here on the near side. Quick little screen completion again to Sanders, this time well read by California's defense. 2-yard loss on the play, bring up 2nd down and 12. But anything around the California defensive line, even on these screens, California's read well. California's really only weakness has been defending some of those deep balls.
I agree. And just the speed of Jeannette, as we said, they've got some quick receivers out there. Made a couple nice comebacks to the ball as well. Sanders, we saw him do that twice, especially on that touchdown pass. Came back to the ball, able to snag it and elude the defender to get in. And same way there with Powell on that catch.
In California and Canavan should be a lot of fun next week. Should find out actually tomorrow where that game will be played at next Friday. I'll pass it along to you. Brown out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's in trouble, trying to come back here to the near side. Brown very athletic, got a big block, but it might be an illegal block as Brown goes back inside the 25-20, and Brown will end up picking up 12 yards here, but might have been a crackback block right around the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what they're going to call. It's all going to come back for naught.
I say hello to Nicole and Manny Dice watching the game tonight. Also have to give a shout out to the mayor of Uniontown, Bill Gerke, who's tuned in tonight as well. Mayor Gerke doesn't miss too many of our games. Hello to the mayor. Saw him yesterday down at City Council. Actually ended up walking out of the room there, Tony, with one of the keys to the city. I thought it was part of our tripod.
I thought they gave it to you at the
Mayor
city
had to come
council
back
meeting.
To get the key to the city I accidentally got today. So
I was going to say, I thought today might have been Brian Morozak Day or something in
Uniontown. Mayor's
Uniontown.
not too sore. I thought it was like we had that little key that goes inside the tripod. I heard it fall. It was dark leaving council. I thought it was my tripod. It was the key to the city.
Oh, there you go.
What do you know?
Hey, you knew you'd get one day.
Yes. Under 7 minutes left here in regulation. And here's Brown stepping back up. And Brown with a nice run, taking to the California secondary all the way up to down to the 21-yard line. Be close to a first down. They're going to give it to him there, Tony.
They are going to give it to him. Nice run is right. Brown showing a lot of speed there, too.
Now 1st and 10 here for Jeannette. Give them credit. They're not giving up in this game down 44-6. Kids playing hard here late. Trying to make the final result a little bit closer.
I agree. I give them a lot of credit. I mean, I tell you what, they came in, weren't sure who the quarterback was going to be.
Coming after Brown here again. Pump fake. He'll get sacked back to the 33. Gang tackle that time. Now a little extracurriculars here down the field as well between Jeremiah Williamson and Jake Alehue. And if you're California, the last thing you want to do is get ejected here late and not be at full strength for next week's game against Bishop Canton.
No, it is the last thing you want to do.
Got to watch your P's and Q's here late. And, again, we talked about crediting Jeannette. They came in with a roster of about 22 kids. California, 39 on the roster, almost double the available players tonight. That makes a difference, especially start to get into the second half of the game and get worn down.
Well, and especially when you're playing both ways like that. I mean, it's a lot of activity. And, and you're right, Brian. Here's a situation where you do have 39 guys on a roster. Maybe it's time to take a couple starters out. It's not like, and I'm not saying that anybody's trying to run the score up or anything like that, because that's not the case. But at least get some of your that's the last thing you want to do is get somebody hurt, especially in a running clock situation.
We got in trouble saying that last week, didn't we?
We get in trouble all the time. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that was a different story, though. That was a little different.
6:05 left. Have a personal foul here against Jeannette. And they ejected Jeremiah Williamson for Jeannette for fighting.
Wow.
No ejection on the California side. Wow.
Fortunately for the Trojans.
That's where I said you got to be careful in those situations, because if you retaliate back, and that was up against Alehue down there. Imagine if you would have had Alehue gone.
That's the last thing you want to do.
So Williamson gone on the Jeannette side. They have second down, line of scrimmage, the California 47. They need the Trojans 21 for a first down. Looking at 2nd and 26. As Brown tries to get out of trouble here again, lost the football. One of the linemen scooped it up. That was Gavin Holmeyer, the center, fouled the football. You still have some pushing and shoving here late, Tony, in this little scrum.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Goes a 6-yard loss now back to the Jeannette 47. So Holmeyer, the 5'10", 225 senior center, getting back on it there for the Jayhawks. We have 5:13 left in regulation, still 44-6. California over Jeannette. 2nd and 36 now. Or took that 3rd and 36, and California's going to take a timeout. Maybe Ed Woods just trying to settle down the troops. We're back in 60 here on the Cian Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
5:08 left here in regulation. Things getting chippy here late. A lot of the California starters still out there, surprisingly, defensively. And now Brown looking to put it up here again, looking deep down the far side, and that pass was almost picked off by Vinny Manzella. Falls incomplete. Noah Sanders was the intended wide receiver, so it's 4th and 42 right now for Jeannette.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you got to play for that one.
No. 44-6, the California lead. Clock running the rest of the way. 4:39 left in regulation. Again, stay tuned after the game for the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. We'll have our local post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Have our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. And our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And don't forget Tony's final stats. They're brought to you by Peach & Pharmacy. Appreciate all of our sponsors tonight. Now 4th and 42. Brown looking to put it up here again. Looking deep down the near side, and the pass just goes out of bounds and incomplete. Intended there for Hunter Blasevich. So California will take over. 4 minutes left. Trojans up 44-6. We're back at 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out the new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community. Insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by the Friends of Jack W. Conner.
So we come back, a flag on the play here before the California snap. And a substitution infraction against Jeannette. California showing good sportsmanship, just going to decline it here as they look to run out the clock with 3:03 to play. Again, I have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight, including Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, sending out the best to their nephew Spencer, who had a heck of a game, Tony, and the entire California team. NAPA Auto Parts, attorney Lisa J. Buday, and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. California tried to decline it. The officials wouldn't let them. Now they're going to move it up 5 yards. They initially said declined. They spotted the penalty anyway, so it's 1st and 5. Leahy's still out there. Petrucci's going to get another carry here late. This gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're kind of playing with fire at this point, Tony.
I would agree with you, Bri.
Hopefully they don't get burned here in the final 2.5 minutes.
No. Not, well, whatever.
44-6. And, of course, they'll be taking on Bishop Canavan next week in the quarterfinal round. Canavan was up 35-0 at halftime. Twins to each side now. California resetting Kwalk and Galletti.
It's going to be
more flags come in. And 2 men in motion at the same time. Can't do that.
No, you can see that happen. I thought they were actually just going to try to reposition and let the play clock run down. At the time that happened, there were like 7 seconds left. Thought each guy was just going to switch the side of the field and then go from there, but
they're going to wind it here again. And you got 1:37 left. And I can't see Jeannette taking any timeouts here. Both these teams just trying to get this one done with. Play clock down to 5. Man coming in motion, and you're going to run your quarterback here, Leahy, on the near side, and he'll get wrestled down at the 41-yard line. Gain of 6. And 75 seconds left. Peyton Moulter made the tackle defensively. It's 3rd and 5. We go under a minute left. This could be the final play here, Tony. Let's take a knee, get out of here so nobody gets hurt, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're right. No gain because they took that penalty.
Now the pistol set this time, Leahy. They're going to call another play fake, and Leahy's going to run it here again. Leahy inside the 40, trying to stay in bounds, brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, and that should be the final play. Play clock's off. Don't have to take another snap. And that'll do it. California will improve to 10-1, pick up their first WPIAL playoff win since 2017. And for the second straight year, Jeannette ends their season in the first round of the playoffs. Will end the year at 7-4. California wins it 44-6 as the Trojan fans celebrate their final home game for the seniors as California and Bishop Canterbury will play at a neutral site next week. 44-6, California wins it. Back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WMBS.
Winters can be brutal. You can trust Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration to look after all your heating system needs. During this time of year, they'll make sure your home remains cozy and warm. Just call Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration at 724-632-2496 for excellent heating services today, with same-day services and 24/7 emergency services also offered. Petrucci Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration congratulates the California Trojans on their outstanding season, with a special shout-out to their nephew, Spencer Petrucci.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Where there's a will, there's your way. Attorney Lisa Buday is ready to help you prepare a last will and testament that makes sure your wishes are known and followed. With reasonable pricing and a local office, Attorney Buday is ready to help people just like you with home visits available. For more information, please phone 724-938-1355 or visit budaylaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Buday with an office at 304 3rd Street in California, helping people just like you. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Hi, I'm Maria Batista, candidate for the Pennsylvania Superior Court, asking for your vote on Tuesday, November 7th. As a former prosecutor, I held criminals accountable. As a judge, I will continue to uphold our criminal laws. I will keep politics out of the courtroom and ensure equal treatment under the law for all Pennsylvanians. I hope I can count on your vote for me, Maria Batista, for Superior Court on Tuesday, November 7th.
This ad was paid for by Batista for Judge.
Quality parts, accessories, paints, tools, and supplies. NAPA Auto Parts complete line for cars, trucks, imports, and farm equipment. NAPA Auto Parts keeps America running. Fayette Auto in Uniontown, Standard Auto in Brownsville, and NAPA Auto in Bell Vernon and Monongahela carry premium quality auto parts at discount prices. They always have a huge inventory of parts in stock when you visit a NAPA Auto Part location. Over 200,000 parts in stock. Ask about their NAPA lifetime warranty on most items with a no-hassle return policy. Open weekends and evenings. In Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for NAPA Auto Parts.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
My name is Garrett Breakiron, and I am running for South Union Township Supervisor. Some of you may know me as Dr. Breakiron. You have trusted me to be your doctor for yourself, your family, and in a lot of cases, for your children. Throughout my career, I have dedicated my life to helping people in our community. It is a blessing to have raised my family and build my business right here in South Union Township. As most of you would say, I'm great at making adjustments, and that's exactly what needs to be done in South Union. I simply just want to continue giving back to our community. That's why I've pledged to give my yearly South Union Township pension of $24,704 to the Hopwood and South Union Volunteer Fire Departments. I am humbly asking for your vote whether you are a Democrat or Republican on Election Day. We can do this together.
Paid for by friends of Garrett Breakiron.
Back here at California High School, where the Trojans have knocked off the Jeannette Jayhawks by a score of 44-6 tonight. We'll start off our post-game show with our play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. A lot of Spencer Petrucci highlights tonight. Had 4 touchdowns for the California Trojans with his 44-yard run, which made it at the time 18-0, is our First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game.
Layhew now out of the shotgun. Petrucci off to his left. Bring a man in motion, but it'll be Petrucci getting the football with another huge hole. Look out here. Spencer Petrucci breaking loose inside the 10, and Petrucci will take it in for a second rushing touchdown of the night, this time for 44 yards out.
Ended up with 4 total touchdowns tonight. Petrucci also our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides. And certainly, Tony, he had a heck of a performance tonight.
He was tough, Brian. I was extremely impressed with his speed and really nice-looking running back, and played well on defense, too. So he's definitely our player of the game. I think he had that sewed up in the first half.
Your final stats, they're brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market.
For the California Trojans, they did not throw one pass in this game here tonight. Rushing-wise, 26 rushes for 283 yards. Spencer Petrucci had 190 yards rushing, although the other guys in the press box say 201, but I'm saying I got 21 carries for 190 yards, 3 touchdowns. As you mentioned, 3 touchdown carries, 1 from 4, 1 from 44, and 1 from 10. Jake Layhew, 17 carries, 144 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His coming from 6 and 7 yards out. And Zach Galletti had 1 carry for 17 yards. California ran 39 offensive plays, all of them rushing plays, 351 yards of total offense. They had 5 penalties for 46 yards, 12 first downs, and no turnovers in tonight's game. For the Jeannette Jayhawks, passing-wise, Peyton Moulter was 8 for 15, 146 yards, 1 touchdown, that being from 43 yards out to Noah Sanders. He also had 2 interceptions in there as well. Kimani Brown came in that fourth quarter, was 4 for 8 passing for 54 yards, and Marcus McGowan 0 for 1 in his only passing attempt. Receiving-wise, Noah Sanders, 5 catches, 83 yards, and a 43-yard touchdown. 3 catches for 13 yards for Kimani Brown, 2 catches for 97 yards by Jace Powell, 1 catch for Michael Mason with -3 yards, and Noah Sunder 1 catch for 10. On the rushing end, Peyton Moulter had 9 carries for 37 yards. Michael Mason had 2 carries for 2 yards. Noah Sanders, 6 carries for 14 yards. And Kimani Brown had 4 carries for 12 yards. Offensively, Jeannette ran 45 offensive plays. They had 21 rushes for 51 yards. They were 12 for 24 passing total for 200 yards. They had 251 yards of total offense. 8 penalties for 70 yards, 9 first downs, but the big number, they had 3 turnovers, Brian, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. Those all resulting in scores by the California Trojans.
And you credit California, really a solid game, Tony, from start to finish.
They look solid tonight. They're going to have a tough challenge next week. We'll see if it's going to be Bishop Canevin, but got a feeling it will be. But, yeah, they got their work cut out for them. But they were impressive tonight, no doubt. First time we've seen them all year, but they look good both offensively and defensively.
We'll see them again next week. 44-6 win for California over Jeannette. For Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. I'm Brian Morozak, and have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score from California High School, the Trojans 44, the Jeannette Jayhawks 6. So long, everybody from California.